Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
All right. Welcome to the Baseball Show. Today is Tuesday, May 28th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Ruby Tuesday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report. Come and learn the 5 fundamentals of sports handicapping. Each and every day, we talk about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and we use a strict money management system. Come and learn about the Raymond Report today, and it's only $4.99 for the week. Come and kick the tires and get all the features in the toolbox here at ATSstats.com. All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good night wherever you're located on the World Wide Web. My name is Ron Raymond, a 5-time sports handicapping champion based out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. It's an overcast day here today in the nation's capital, 19 degrees, and hopefully it's nice and sunny where you're at. And if you're tuning in for the very first day on the show today, you're going to hear me talk a lot about the Raymond Report. And during the Raymond Report, we're going to talk about A, B, and C-type teams. A-type teams are teams with a 60 or higher win percentage. B-type teams are 50 to 59.9. And C-type teams are teams below 500. And we're going to find out if those teams are in a bullish, neutral, or bearish cycle. And throughout the process, we will see where the value lies today in your sports betting. All right, we've got a lot of games. And the one thing we've done the last couple of days is get right into it, right? And I think with a 15 games today, 15 or 16, doubleheader in New York. So we're going to get right into it right now. And good morning, everybody watching on the YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And the bullpen, if you're out there in the bullpen and you're ready to say good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're located, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get your feedback today on the show. All right, let's take a look at the favorites, underdogs, and the over-unders in the market yesterday. In fact, it was a favorite day. 7-3 for the favorites, 5-5 to the over-under, and also 5-5 on the run line. On the 7-day average, we're in a neutral market, though. 56.4% of the favorites have cashed tickets. Just the same thing on the year to date. I'm still expecting this to go up about 4% in the next 2 months. By July, we should be at 60% for the favorites. And then 7-day average, 50% of the games have gone over, 49.9 for under, so coin flip in that respect. And then 57.4% of the games on the run line for the underdogs have cashed tickets. So if you're betting run line on -1/2 for the favorites, you're not doing too well because you're only winning 42.7% of your bets the last 7 days. All right, let's kick it off in New York, that doubleheader. And one of my rules of thumb when I bet Major League Baseball, I don't touch doubleheaders. It's just you got too much going on that day. You don't know what's going to happen in game 1 and game 2. It's the crowds are different. You got an afternoon crowd, a night crowd. It's just too many intangibles to handicap, right? But for entertainment purposes only, we're going to give you the information. And in game number 1, you got Tyler Glasnow going up against Tyler McGill from Better Call Saul. Now Glasnow 6-3, a 3.09 ERA. He's 3-2 for the Mets lifetime. 2-2-1 to the over-under. And Tyler McGill, 0-2 in the campaign this year, an ERA of 3. And the bookmakers have made the Dodgers a big favorite in this one. -210 is the line, 8.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with the Dodger Blue in this one. 5.63 to 3.23, the over-under, landing on 8.86. So we do like this game to go over the total. And we're going to give the Dodgers, who are now riding a 5-game losing streak, an 81% chance of winning compared to 33.7 for the Mets. And the Mets are, as Joe Namath would say, they are
struggling.
3-7 in their last 10 games, 7-2-1 to the over. And again, the Kogo in this one is at 48%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. So we're going to lean with the Dodger Blue in game number 1 with Glasnow on the bump. All right, let's go to Baltimore, where they won handily yesterday at Camden Yards, 11-3 against the Boston Red Sox. Today, they're going to send Grayson Rodriguez to the hill against Brayan Bello. And Bello, 5-2 on the campaign, 4.04 ERA. And Bello, in his last 7 starts, the Boston Red Sox are 5-2 in his starts, 4-2-1 to the over. And for Grayson Rodriguez, having a good season, 5-1 on the year, 3.20 ERA. And his last 7 starts, the Orioles are 5-2, 4-2-1 to the over. Baltimore riding a 5-game win streak. Their last game went over the total. And looking at the Baltimore Orioles against B-type teams at home, they are 3-1 straight up. And home and away, they're 6-2 against teams with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage. And the Boston Red Sox, Yeah, they took it on the chin yesterday, giving up 11 runs, and they're 27-27 now on the campaign. So a loss today would make Boston a C-type team, and the Kogo in this one's at 52%. Boston 5-5 in their last 10 games, and we're only giving them a 41.06 chance of winning today against 57.8 for the Baltimore Orioles. Boston Red Sox in Camden Yards, last 15 visits now, they are 6-9, 5-10-0 to the under, and I think that's where you might want to lean here today with these two pitchers going. Even though their last 7 starts have been over, the number is 52% on the Kogo, and looking at let me see here. Brian Bale, 5 of his last 6 starts have gone under against. The Boston Red Sox, when they travel to Camden Yards, 5 of the last 6 games have gone under. Yesterday was the exception. So maybe the under is where you want to lean here today in the game between Boston and Baltimore. And this should be a good one. With Baltimore though winning 6-2 record against B-type teams. All right, let me know what you guys think of this game right here. Do you like Boston or do you like Baltimore? We'd love to hear from your perspective. What do you like in this game? All right, let's go to a team that's been pretty hot right now. It's the St. Louis Cardinals. In fact, the Cardinals, let's take a look at their last 10 games. They are now 7-3 straight up, 7-3 to the over-under. They're going to send Kyle Gibson of Gibson Guitars to the hill today against Andrew Abbott. Andrew Abbott on the season is 3-4, a 2.68 ERA, while Kyle Gibson 3-2, a 3.81 ERA. And in Abbott's last 7 starts, the under is 0-6-1 for Andrew Abbott, the lefty. And looking at the computer picks here, we are going to lean with the Cincinnati Reds, 4.47 to 4.3, the over-under, 8.77. I forgot to give you guys the computer pick in this one here. 4.69 for Baltimore, 4.3 for the Boston Red Sox. Now, coming back to Cincinnati, they're now on a 4-game win streak. They are 5-5 in their last 10 games, 24-30 on the year. And I had the value index at minus 135 for the Cincinnati Reds. Now, the bookmaker is giving you a bit of a discount today at minus 122, a 51.3% chance of winning compared to 41.09 for the St. Louis Cardinals. But you know what? The Cardinals have been bullish for 10 days. Now, that means they've been 7-0, 6-1, or 5-2 on a 10-day cycle. So that tells me the St. Louis Cardinals are just warming up right now, and I think you want to look at them today. And for the Cardinals traveling to Cincinnati, the Great American Ballpark, they are 8-7 in their last 15 trips, 7-8 to the under, and the last 3 games have gone under the total. So some to keep an eye on. The Kogo though, pretty high at 67%. Again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total, and I'm looking at this game here. It's really tough for me to go against the Cardinals right now, especially the run they're on. But, you got C on C type crime, so 2 teams below 500, and the record's pretty even. In fact, when I look at the record for St. Louis against teams below 500, they are 14-14 on the year, while the Cincinnati Reds are 14-13. I think the advantage, though, might go to the under. Since the last 3 games, I've gone under between these 2 teams in Cincinnati, and Andrew Abbott, the lefty, 0-6-1 to the under last 7 starts. The only thing I want to see, though, is how does St. Louis handle lefties at home? Cincinnati handles lefties. St. Louis on the road. And we'll use the database for this. Let's go to the database. Let's go see if we can find. We'll get out of NFL for now, and we're just cruising along here on a Tuesday morning. Hey, no, it's all serious. It's all business today. Eh? We're getting right into it. No jokes, no nothing. Just the facts, man. All right, let's get the left-handed pitcher, current season, and the St. Louis Cardinals versus lefties this year, 6-5-1 to the over. I'm looking at the total in this game. That's why I'm looking at the. All right, on the road against lefties, and survey says 2-2. All right, so that's still not a bad record. I'm going to lean to the under. I'm going to lean to the under in this game here today between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Also, did I say again? Baltimore. I like Baltimore in that one, eh? And the under. Baltimore under is what I think the under is a little bit better. All right, gotta do my homework. Make sure I jot down my notes. All right, let's get to the next game here, and let's talk about Jared Jones going up against Tarek Skubal of the Detroit Tigers. Now, the bookmakers making Skubal and the Tigers a minus 153 favorite tonight at Comerica Park. 6:40 is their first pitch, and the over-under is at 7. Interesting total on there. And when you look at the starting pitchers today, you got Jared Jones, who's 3-4 with a 3.05 ERA, and Tarek Skubal, 6-1, a 2.25 ERA. And the thing that's over, though, in his last 7 starts, even though he's got a low ERA, the over is 5-1-1 for Skubal in his last 7 starts. So it all depends on Jared Jones. What Jared Jones going to show up here today? Man, they got some really good young pitchers in the Bucks. And today, Detroit's riding a 3-game win streak. They're 5-5 in their last 10, 8-2 to the over. And I got 3.76 against 3.38 favoring the Detroit Tigers. I got the over-under landing on 7.14. The only thing that a little concerns me is that Abbott's last 7 starts, 0-6-1 to the under. And, that was Abbott. I'm looking at Skubal, sorry. 5-1-1 to the over, wrong game. And Pittsburgh, when they traveled to Detroit, last 15 trips at Comerica, they are 10-5 straight up, 8-7-0 to the over. And looking at the record of Detroit against teams below 500, 20-14 on the year, while Pittsburgh 11-11. Pittsburgh's road record this season is 13-14, while Detroit is 13-14 at Comerica. You know what? I think if you're going to play the side in this one, you got to lean with the Bucks. I think you got to lean with Pittsburgh. I know Skubal's got a great ERA, 6-1, but that 5-1-1 to the over kind of concerns me just a bit. And Skubal, Jared Jones, 3-4, having a pretty good year. And I'm going to go Pittsburgh in this one. You can't take all the favorites all the time, right? So Pittsburgh, run line, plus 1.5. And there's don't forget to buy that Geico insurance. All right, let's go to your next game between the Oakland Athletics and the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, the Rays going to send Zach Lytle to the hill today against Mitch Spence, the righty, who is 3-2, a 4.09 ERA, while Zach Lytle is 2-2, 3.42 ERA. Now, the bookmakers making Tampa Bay a 166 favorite, 7.5 is your total, and we're going to lean with Kevin Cash, the Cash Man, right, Randy?
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, we're going to go with straight cash, and that's Kevin Cash and the Rays at 4.45, 3.76, the over-under, 8.21. So we do like this game to go over the total. Looking at the Tampa Bay Rays, they're on 1 day's rest yesterday. Same thing with the Athletics. And last game, a 4-1 win against Kansas City. But Tampa Bay, not your same Rays this year to start the campaign. They've been bearish now for 4 days straight, while Oakland, coming off a 5-2 loss to Houston, they are 3-7 in the campaign in the last 10.
Struggling.
Yeah, and the Kogo's at 50%. You got C-on-C type crime, and whenever Tampa Bay's at home against C-type teams, they are 10-3 straight up. Give me the Rays today against Oakland. Tampa Bay is my selection in this game. All right, let's get to the next one. Pretty quiet in the bullpen. Hope you guys are all awake up there. Hope you had your coffee. Hey, where's our faithful bullpenners? Are they too busy writing down the notes? And again, I'm throwing a lot at you guys right now. So the beautiful thing about YouTube is that you can come back after it, rewind it. Hey, rewind the tape and get that information, and hopefully it helps you get to the winner's circle at the end of the night. All right, the LA Dodgers, we talked about them. This is game number 2. In game 2, you got Gavin Stone against Jose Quintana. And looking at the record for Gavin Stone on the season, and I do have that information handy for you. I just got to find it. There it is. 4-2, 3.60 ERA. Gavin Stone is 5-2 in his last 7 starts, while Quintana 1-4 in the year, a 5.13 ERA. And rule of thumb, don't touch double headers. All right, Atlanta Braves hosting the Washington Nationals. Now, this is a very interesting matchup. Interesting in the fact that not because Washington's having a bad year. Well, not a decent year, 24-28 for a team that's really hasn't competed in the last couple of years. But you got a team at Atlanta, just lost one of their top players, Acuna Jr., to a knee injury for the year. And you saw the effects that had yesterday. But looking at Washington, one thing I didn't realize is that in 4 of the last 5 starts at SunTrust Park, they've won 4 of those last 5 games. So Washington does very well in this ballpark. And looking at today's matchup, you got Max Fried, who's on the hill for the Atlanta Braves, the lefty, who's 4-2, a 3.38 ERA. And for the Washington Nationals, Jake Irvin going up against the Atlanta Braves. He's 2-5 on the year, 3.79 ERA. But last 7 starts hasn't been that great for Irvin. He's 2-5, 2-4-1 to the under, while Max Fried is 4-3, but the under has cashed in 1-5-1. So 5 of the last 7 starts for Max Fried have gone under the total, and for the Atlanta Braves, whenever you're hosting a C-type team, a team below 500, you should be dominating those, but Atlanta isn't. They're only 18-11 against those teams below 500 this year at home and on the road. And when they're playing at SunTrust Park, they're only 7-5 this year. So, you know what? I think with the record that Washington has in Atlanta, you got to give it a considered, a courtesy look. But the only thing is, Jake Irvin's last 7 starts, Washington is 2-5 in his starts, 2-4-1 to the under. And Washington against those B-type teams with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage, 6-4 straight up, 3-6-1 to the under. Give me the under today between Washington and Atlanta, and let's hope that under streak continues for Max Fried. All right, a little water break here. Hey, it's that time of year. I get the hay fever, and man, it's just itchy throat, sneezing. Hey, I'm sure all my fellow hay fever colleagues can agree with me. It's a horrible time of year. All right, a little break there, and hopefully you guys are having a tip-top day to your morning. And there's Reginald Cole. Put that coffee down. Yeah, put that coffee down.
Put that coffee down.
Coffee's for closers, right, Reggie?
Coffee's for closers only.
Yeah. Coffee is for closers, and good morning, Reginald Codes, and thank you for tuning in this morning. All right, here we go. Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Chicago White Sox. Now, the White Sox losing yesterday to Bassett over in Nastrini, and the final score of that game was 5-1 for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, the Blue Jays today are going to send Kevin Gausman to the hill against Mike Clevenger, and Gausman on the year, 3-3, a 4.47 ERA. He's 1-3 against the White Sox lifetime, 3-1 to the over, while Clevenger 0-3 on the season, 6.75 ERA, so a little bit of a high ERA. And for the Toronto Blue Jays, they're a bit chalky today at minus 203. 7.5 is your total. And we're going to lean with the Blue Jays on the computer pick, 5.28 to 3.56. So we do like this game to fly over the total. The chance of winning the percentage play is at 60.5% for the Blue Jays, who are 5-5 in their last 10 games. And the Chicago White Sox, struggling, 1-9 in their last 10. Kogo's at 70%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. Now, my line value on the game, I had 133 for the Toronto Blue Jays. Bookmakers are really trying to gouge you at minus 203. And looking inside the numbers, Toronto Blue Jays in their last 15 visits to guaranteed rate field, they are now 9-6 straight up, 5-10 to the under. And Toronto's last 4 games at, I keep wanting to say Comiskey Park, It's a little nostalgia right there, right? That the last 4 games at guaranteed rate field, the under is 4-win streak, and Toronto is on a win-loss. Toronto's won their last 5 at Chicago. Is that right? Let me see this here. Let me get back to the tape. Hey, what's up, Ron? It's the network. Show me the pearls, baby.
Show me the money!
All right. Thank you for tuning in, network. And again, nice to see some of the old veterans tuning into the bullpen. I love to see that. All right, let's take a look at the Toronto Blue Jays in their last 15 road trips to Comiskey. Old Comiskey Park. How about that? Just to please the old school guys out there. Yeah, 9-6, 5-10 in Toronto. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Toronto Blue Jays, that's what I was trying to get at. Toronto Blue Jays have won their last 5 games at Old Comiskey Park. Always good to say those old school names, right? Hang in there. Let me see. White Sox bullpen is the worst. They're just hanging on. Yeah, they are the worst. Yeah, struggling. Struggling. Yeah, struggling. I love that. I love Joe Namath. That was a classic. All right, Kansas City taking on the Minnesota Twins. Now, the Twins going to send Simeon Woods Richardson to the hill with his 1-0 and 2.57 ERA, while Cole Reagans, the lefty, gets the nod here for the Royals. Now, the Royals, they're on a 2-game losing streak. They lost a tough one in Minnesota yesterday at Target Field. 6-5 was the final. In fact, Kansas City, oh my God, holy cow.
Holy cow!
They are 1-14 in their last 15 trips to Target Field, and you know it's like Philadelphia in San Francisco. When a team owns you in their ballpark, they just own you, and that's what's happening with Kansas City. They're being, hey Joe, who owns the Chiefs? Hey, owns.
Joe owns the Chiefs.
Owns. I don't know.
Well, I do know. I know that Minnesota does owns the Kansas City Royals. They are 14-1 at Target Field, 8-6-1 to the over. Cole Reagans, however, 4-3 on the year, a 3.34 ERA. Kansas City, when Reagan starts, they are 5-2 in his last 7 starts. They're going to need that today because Kansas City in Minnesota, they need a little bit of they need a little bit of help, right? Kansas City on the road, though, against those B-type teams, only 2-5 straight up. So anytime they're facing a team that has a 50 to 59.9 win percentage on the road, they're only 2 out of 7 games that they've won. 4-3 to the over. Good news is, though, if you're a Royals fan, you're bullish 9 days, but Minnesota bullish 1 day. And Minnesota does not do well against team above 500. Well, they did well yesterday, 2-7 straight up. I don't think you touch this one with Reagan's starts, but that history, to me, I think it's either a totals play or no. When in doubt, get out, and that's my view on this one. When in doubt, get out. I would not touch this game. If you do touch it, would let me see what's the total on this one? 7.5. Wow, it's a low total. It's 8. Now I see 8. So it opened up at 7.5. Now it's at 8. So a little bit of the early money coming to the over. Let's follow the money and go over the total today at Target Field. All right, let's take a look at the Cubbies taking on the Brew Crew. Man, a division rivalry game that ended up going to the Brew Crew's favor yesterday. 5-1 was the final. Today you got Freddie Peralta, who's going up against Ben Brown. And looking at Freddie's starts this year, he is now 3-3, a 3.81 ERA. And Milwaukee won 4 of last 5 at home versus the Chicago Cubs. And Ben Brown 1-1, a 3.20 ERA. Cubbies are 6-9 now at Miller Park in their last 15 trips. And whenever they face a B-type team, they're 1-4 on the road this season. And so you know what? I'm probably going to lean here with the Brew Crew again, with Freddie Peralta's going for Milwaukee. Chicago Cubs struggling just a bit.
Struggling.
On a 5-game losing streak, 2-8 in their last 10. And they are bearish 5 days against a neutral team like Milwaukee. You know, give me the team today with Freddie Peralta on the hill. And you know what? Not a huge play. Maybe the total, the over, because anytime Chicago is on the road against those teams with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage, the over is, it's not a high occurrence. It's 3-1-1, and Pirates hit lefties, says Jerry Davis. Abbott is the reason I'm going Reds, says Jerry Davis. All right, good stuff. Because he says the Pirates don't hit lefties. Pirates hit lefties, about the reason I'm going with the Reds. All right. I'm going to go in this game here, Chicago and Milwaukee. I'm leaning towards the Brew Crew. I'm going Milwaukee again. All right, let's see if they can get the sweep. You got a cold Chicago Cubs team right now. All right, let's go to Arizona against Texas Rangers. Man, the defending World Series champion, looking anything like champions these days. 25-29 on the year, and 20-31-3. A lot of unders for Texas Ranger games this year. And Arizona going to send Brendan Pfaadt. They used to call him Fat all the time, but no, it's Brendan Pfaadt against Dane Dunning. Now, Brendan Pfaadt, and 2-3 on the year, a 4.05 ERA. In his last 7 starts, 2-5-0 to the under. So, Brandon Pfaadt's last 7 games, 5 of them have gone under the total, while Dane Dunning, 3-3 on the year, 4.43 ERA. I do have a system on the over in this game. I'll share with you guys in just 1 minute. The Arizona Diamondbacks, when they travel to Texas to take on the Texas Rangers. And we got another commercial here on YouTube. All right, let's skip that. There we go. We're back. Anytime Arizona travels to Texas, they are 9-6 in their last 15 trips, 9-5-1 to the over. And the last 4 games for Arizona in Globe Life Park in Arlington. The last 4 games have gone over the total, but the bad news is the last 4 games for Texas has gone under. But if you're a law of average guy like myself, the Kogo's at 79%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. In fact, both these teams' last 4 games have gone under. I got 4.7 for Arizona with Brendan Pfaadt, and I got 4.28 for Texas, and the over-under landing on 8.98. And you know what? I'm going to lean. Oh, here's that system I was going to share with you guys here. And let me go to the game between Arizona and Texas. The system's on the over. So if I scroll down here, anytime you got a road favorite like the Arizona Diamondbacks today after a non-division game, playing on the Ruby Tuesday in the first game of a series, coming off versus a southpaw, so coming off a loss versus a left-handed pitcher, and it was a night game. And the over is 15-3 for the road team in this situation. And you know what? I kind of like the over here. Last 4 games for Arizona have gone over in Texas. I'm going to go over. I'm going to follow the system today. I'm going to take the over between Arizona and Texas. All right, let's go to Colorado, where we talked about Austin Gomber yesterday. And you know what? They just keep on winning, Colorado does. And that was a nice 8-6 win. They're on a 2-game win streak right now. Even though they started the year a little bit, pretty slow, right? They've been pretty decent the last 3 weeks. The Cleveland Guardians having a good year, 36-18. They're coming off that loss yesterday. Today, they're going to send Tristan McKenzie to the hill against Ryan Feltner. Now, Feltner's last 7 starts, whenever Feltner starts for the Colorado Rockies, their last 7 games have gone over the total. Feltner 1-4 in a year, a 5.07 ERA, and for Tristan McKenzie 2-3, a 3.44 ERA. They're 6-1 though in McKenzie starts. The Cleveland Guardians are, and but the bad news is the Cleveland Guardians are 5-10 in their last 10 trips to Coors, 5-9-1 to the under, and but Cleveland has been bullish 10 days. 20-9 against teams below 500, 10-7, however, on the road, 10-7 to the over. And I like Cleveland and over today in this game between Colorado and the Cleveland Guardians. So give me Cleveland and the over today at Coors. All right, let's get to your next contest here. Let's go to the Halos taking on the New York Yankees. Now the Yankees going to send the stash today to the hill. You got Nestor Cortez Jr. up against Griffin Canning. Nestor is 3-4 on the season, a 3.29 ERA, while Griffin Canning 2-4, 5.05 ERA. And looking at the line on this game, -175 for the Bombers, and you got the let me see, 9 is the total here for the Angels and the Yankees, and we do have the final score, 5.41, 3.82, the over-under at 9.23, so we do have this game going over the total, and again, Nestor Cortez going the lefty for the Halos, with a 58.8% chance of winning compared to 28.5% for the LA Angels, who are now on a 3-game losing streak. Last 2 games for the Yankees have gone under the total. They are now 7-3 straight up in their last 10 games. I had -117 on my value index, and the Yankees are -175. Anytime the Yankees are on the road against a team below 500, they are 6-2 straight up, 6-1 to the under, and overall they are 17-7 against these teams with losing records. However, here's the bad news. Can't give you all the good stuff on the Yankees, right? 6-9 in their last 10 trips to LA against the Halos, 7-8 to the under, and the LA Angels have won the last 5 games against the Yankees at home, so something to be careful about. But the Halos this year, no Shohei, he's gone, and then the Trout is gone. They're 4-12 against A-type teams at home this year, 11-5-0 to the over. I'm going to lean towards the over today between the Yankees and the LA Angels. Hey, crazy, not stupid. Hey, I'm crazy, not stupid. All right, if all games are played at Coors, Rockies will go to the World Series. Yeah. Hey.
Dilly.
Dilly. All right, let's go to Houston. Houston, do we have a problem? Yeah, we do. We lost 3-2 last night against the Seattle Mariners. Today you got Luis Castillo going up against Hunter Brown of the Houston Astros. The bookmakers making the Mariners a 130 favorite. 7.5 is the total, and we're going to lean with Seattle in this one. 4.1 to 3.7, the over-under. 7.92. We're going to give the Mariners a 55% chance of winning compared to 40.05 for Houston. And looking at Seattle, they're now on a 2-game win streak. 5-5 last 10. I did have the Mariners listed at minus 171 on my value index, and you're getting minus 130. So you're getting a little bit of a value discount here on the Mariners. And looking at Luis Castillo on the season, 4-6, a 3.31 ERA. And Castillo's last 7 starts, 1-5-1 to the under. And anytime Seattle faces a team below 500, they are 12-7 overall, but 6-2 at T-Mobile Park this year. And for the Houston Astros, a little bit of success at T-Mobile. They're 8-7 in their last 15 trips, 6-8-1 to the under. But Hunter Brown struggling. 1-5 straight up, and has an ERA of 7.06. Give me the Seattle Mariners today against the Houston Astros. Seattle against the Stros. All right, good morning, Ron. Good morning, Joel. Welcome to the show. Morning, let's have a great day. Let's get it. 94% of the money on Yankees. You know who will win. Vegas must be happy. Yeah, Vegas is smiling like a butcher's dog. All right, let's go to Petco. Speaking of smiling like a butcher's dog, just on time with a no pun intended here. Hey, Petco Park. Again, couldn't cue that up better myself. All right, San Diego minus 128. 7 is the total. And we're leaning towards San Diego on the computer pick. 4.17 to 3.75. The over-under at 7.92. Matt Waldron going up against Jesus Luzardo of the Miami Marlins. Now, Luzardo 2-3 in the year. 4.14 ERA. While Waldron not having a good season, 2-5, a bit of a high ERA at 4.86. And the under, however, this is always interesting. You get a pitcher like Waldron who's 2-5 and a 4.86 ERA, but the under is 2-5 last 7 starts. Hey, that tells me they're playing with the total a bit there in Vegas. All right, Jesus Luzardo 2-3, a 4.14 ERA. Miami 5-10 last 10 trips at Petco, 6-8-1 to the under. And the last 5 games for Miami in Petco have gone under, and 8 of the last 9 have gone under. So we see a pattern developing there. And let me see here. What else do we got? We got Miami against B-type teams, 5-8 on the year, 3-4 on the road. Give me the, you know what? You either take the under or you take San Diego. Minus 126, though. What did I have as line? So I had 173 as line value. And you got a neutral team against a neutral team. Miami doesn't win a lot of road games, though. 9-17 on the year, but neither does San Diego at home. Struggling. You know what? When in doubt, get out. Yank. Hey, don't touch that game. Sometimes the best bet you make is the one you don't make, and that's how I feel about that game right there. All right, Red Sox, Pittsburgh, Cardinals, good on the run line. It says, who's Mizzou? The network is in the house. All right, let's go to Oracle Park, the last game of the day. You got the Giants taking on the Phillies. Now, the Phillies, as you know, don't do well at Oracle Park. With the loss last night, they are now 1-14 straight up, 12-3 to the over. Spencer Howard going today for San Francisco. That could change. Check your listings. Zach Wheeler is going to toe the rubber here for the Philadelphia Phillies. And he's 6-3 in the year, 2.53 ERA. And the Phillies are 6-1 in his last 7 starts, 2-5 to the under. And looking at the Phillies, you know what's interesting is they've only played 9 games against B-type teams, and all those 9 games are on the road. 5-4 straight up against teams with a 50 to 59.9 win percentage. But again, it's one of those situations just like Kansas City. They don't do well in this park. They're only 1-14. And I said yesterday, you know, a team like Phillies, who's having a great year, eventually they're going to have their hiccups. And I thought, you know, yesterday I said this could be the start of the hiccup for the Phillies. So the speed bump throughout the campaign, right? Performance cycles. So I think if you're going to touch this game, you want to go over the total. What's the total in this one? It's at 7.5. I think we go over the total today between Phillies and the Giants. And 12 of the last 15 games for Philadelphia have gone over. And the one yesterday went over 8-4. Give me the over today in San Francisco. All right, there you have it. Hey, how about that rundown? Hey, how about that rundown?
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Yeah, so we did a lot of games, and that was like a speed round, hey? But how many speed round? But it's been 30 minutes. So it's been 30 minutes of continuous information. And again, you can get these computer picks. You can get all this information at atsstats.com. And let's go to my good friend Alan Iverson. Where's Alan?
We talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that?
All right, not silly at all, because we are talking about the 80% Club stats courtesy of the Raymond Report. And again, you can get the Raymond Report each and every day right here at atsstats.com. And did you know that the under is 14-2 for the Pirates as a road team, coming off a 7-run loss the last 7 years? And that's good for 87.5% to the under. The Baltimore Orioles, anytime they're coming off an 8-run win the last 10 years, they are 16-3 the last 10 seasons. That's good for 84%. And let me see, let's go one more. The under in the Diamondbacks game, anytime they're a road team coming off a game where they scored only 1 run for the last 2 years, the under is 3-16-0, and that's good for 84%. Let's go take a look at the old 80% Club stats. And let's see if we have any good system trends to share with you guys here today on the Rain Report, the baseball show. And look at that. Miami as a road team, and anytime the total is 7.5 to 8 in the last 25 games, 4-19-2 to the under. So that could be something of consideration today. Anytime the Royals are on the road favorite against an American League Central opponent, the last 10 games, 2-8 to the under. And let me see here. Houston, we got Dodger, we got Yankees. We got the White Sox. Anytime the White Sox are a home team versus non-division opponent and they're facing an American League East opponent and they're coming off a 5-game homestand and there was a loss last game, 8-2-1 to the over, and that goes back to 1996. And let's one more for the show here. How about Cleveland? Cleveland, anytime they're a 140, 160 road favorite, totals 10.5, and it's the second game of the series, they are 10-2. That can only mean a few places, right? 10.5. Okay, that can only mean Coors. Where else is a high total place these days? Cubbies, maybe? Hey, that could be like Chicago or a Coors anytime they have those type of games. All right, let's go to our dashboard to see the last. I want to see how top 25 sports betting option are doing. And your number one handicapping situational spot today in Major League Baseball belongs to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They've been neutral 14 days. Facing Texas, so that's a winnable game. Minus 118 is the line. I had minus 137 as my value index. A 47% chance of winning for the favorite. It's not great. I wish it was higher than 50%. Against C-type teams, Arizona wins 63% of their games. They're on a 4-game under streak. 12-13 on the road. Let's go Arizona as our situational handicapping spot game of the day. All right, guys, that's the show today for a Ruby Tuesday. It is May 28th. A little bit of a getting the fast lane grandma type of show. And if you guys have any questions for me, or if you have any queries you guys would like me to do for you, just post it into the bullpen and I'll research it. I gave you guys a good system play yesterday. Remember we had favorites. Was it home favorites playing on the Monday first game of a series? Let's go the other route today. Let's do any team. Let's see if we can find another system here today. Let's go. I think it was away favorites yesterday, right? Away favorites, second game of a series this season. Oh, second game of a series. Where's the second game? There it is. Let's see if we have any versus lefties. Let's see if we have a good. Nope, nothing there. All right. Let me just check out the situations here. So let me take a look at the computer pick. All right, it's the Dodgers, but got it to postpone. What? Oh, yesterday. Okay. Let me go back to the computer pick. MLB computer pick. All right, let me see. Home favorites, 5-game win streak. All right, we'll try that. Let's see this. Any home favorites coming off a 5-game win streak? Let's see if that happened this year so far. Five games or more. Yeah, how about that? We'll do that. All right. Home favorites coming off a 5 or more game home winning streak, 9-4. So that pertains to the Baltimore Orioles. That's not bad. How about a 4-game win streak? Home favorites coming off a 4-game win streak. Let's see if that survey says 15-6 Holy, yeah, where's my Harry Carey? I need a Harry Carey.
Holy cow!
All right, that's, let me see here. Cincinnati. And I thought I liked the other side in that game. Let me just check here. Yeah, St. Louis. Oh, I had the under. I like the unders. Okay, so here's the system. Anytime you got a home favorite coming off a 4-game win streak this season, the home favorite is 15-6. So that is Cincinnati. So I'll just jot that down. We'll recap that tomorrow to see if that was a winning system. So just so I know, home favorites, 4-game winning streak this season, 15-6 straight up. All right, we'll see if that pans out. All right, let's see if we can find another fun system. Hey, fun facts. Just the fun facts. How about a 3-game win streak? Hey, we're going from 5 to 4 to 3. Let's see if we get survey says 24-12. Not that great. It's okay though. It's okay if you like Detroit. What's the next one? Let me close some windows here. Tampa Bay. All right. Coming off 1 day's rest. All right, let's try this one here. Let's do home favorites coming off 1 day's rest. See how they do. And they're coming off a loss in their last game. So 1 day's rest. Where's my 1 day's rest? I think it's up here. There we go. All right, so home favorites coming off 1 day's rest. Survey says 41-31. Now, 47, 27, 43, and 2 to the under. Okay. And what if it was a win in their last game? Let's try that. What about if home favorites on 1 day's rest coming off a win in their last game? Coming off a win? I think it was a home win too, right? So we'll do home win and road win. Home win and win overall. I think it's up here. There it is. Survey says 27, 30, 14, 24, and 2 to the under. All right. So we do got a couple of things leaning towards the under in the Tampa. I like the Rays, though. We had doubleheader. We don't touch that. Favorites, I'm not leaning that. All right. Road favorites. Coming off a 4. I don't know. Nothing really, though. Kansas City. Coming off a 2-game losing streak. All right. Let's try this. How about road favorites coming off a 2-game losing streak? This season. All right. Survey says 20-15, 20-12, and 3 to the over. All right. Little system plays for you guys here today. And hopefully system play on the Astros Ron game. The Astros, no, did I have it? No, I didn't have a system. I'll look at the stats and trends though. I'll give you guys the trends if I have any trends on the Astros game. No, the system play today was only used Arizona. Let me see if I have any good trends for you guys today on the Astros Seattle game. All right, we do have some here. Look at this. Whenever Houston's a road team the last 2 years coming off an American League opponent and they're coming off a loss against an AL West opponent, and it was a road loss as a favorite, they're 11-4 straight up, but 2-13 in their next game to the under, and the under is 2-13-1 for Seattle as a home team coming off a win this season. So anytime Seattle's at home this year and they won their last game, the under 13-2-1 for the Mariners, and that's a pretty good trend right there. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show today. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. I'll be back tomorrow with the baseball show with more information and help you get to the winner's circle. And also, if you're interested in my free picks, my premium picks, or you want to get a membership at atsstats.com, all you got to do is go to the website. And once you get to the website, click this banner right here, $4.99 for the week, and you will get access to the toolbox, all the information. And a 7-day membership is $4.99. A 30-day membership is $19.99, and for 1 year, all the sports. And that's the one thing. You don't just get baseball, you get all the sports. NBA, NHL, NFL, college football. It's all here, atsstats.com. Probably the best price in the business, $4.99. And you get a lot of sports betting information each and every day right here at atsstats.com. All right, folks, that's the show today.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
In the meantime, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back tomorrow with another edition of the Rain Report. Cheers.
Hell Hello again, everybody. Harry Carey from Wrigley Field on a beautiful day for baseball.
To be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Joe owned the Chiefs.
Owns.
Owns.
I don't know.
Struggling.
Can we have fun? You're damn right. I demand that we have fun.
Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers only.
Straight cash, homie.
Holy cow!
It's a dog-eat-dog world, Sammy, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear.
What the hell's going on out here?
Woo! If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
That's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Let's go to eat a goddamn snack.
Yeah, baby.
Hey,